My special guest today is a guy called Callum. Goes under the name of what?
Kewen.
Because it's a surname, isn't it?
It's a second name, yeah.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about Kewen then.
Started around last year, really. Is this on? Yeah. Started about last year, really, when I decided to finally get the confidence. I've always wanted to play in front of people, but it was finally last year got the confidence to do so, and said, you know what, I'm just going to record a few tracks and see where this goes. And to be honest, it couldn't have been better this last year and a little bit. So it's been great.
So you've recorded this debut EP.
Yeah.
So tell me about this debut EP which you recorded then.
Yeah, it came out last September. It's called Chimes, and it was done by a guy called Ollie Cobb in Metropolitan.
Ollie Cobb,
Metropolitan Record, and that's his business name.
I think Ollie's just recorded a new Deep Sleep album as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just done Deep Sleep. He's just done Sarah Connolly, some big artists in the local scene. So yeah, I'm probably going to work with Ollie again one day because he's one of my good friends as well.
So is there new stuff in the pipeline?
There is. There's a couple of new songs on my YouTube page, and I do play them at my gigs, trying to work on some stuff. I do want to do another EP. It's just a question of when.
Getting time and sitting down and writing.
And yeah, exactly, and where to go from here now that I've.
So you're playing tonight as well, aren't you?
I am. Surf Cafe in Time Out, yeah.
Brilliant venue. So I mean, Surf Cafe is dead tiny though, isn't it?
It is. It's a really intimate venue. I used to go to all the open mic nights. I haven't been since I came home from university, so I'm really excited to go back.
I seen an amazing band there last year, but that band are not longer with us anymore.
All right.
That was the legendary Lisbon.
Yeah. No, I can't say I've heard of them, but I'll
check them out. Really good. Right, you're going to do a track from this current EP. I
am, yeah, on this newly picked up guitar from.
So tell us about this guitar then. So what do you actually do?
So I was doing a gig in Durham a couple of weeks ago, and the wind just blew it over after the set, thankfully. But I've had to sort of.
Was that in the street?
It was just on grass. It couldn't have fell any softer, and it just broke. So it must have been.
What? Literally smashed.
Yeah, just the neck. The fretboard was intact, thankfully, but the back of the neck. Smashed. So I went to a guy called Dave in North Shields, Dave's Guitar Services. Really good for your price, by the way. He sorted us up, so I've just picked it up from there. So hopefully it's all in tune and it's all going to work. All
so a quick blast, see what's in tune?
Yeah. I think we're alright.
Right, what's this track called you're going to do for us now then?
So this track, I'm actually trying to give this one a little bit more exposure. It's called The Only Thing I Know. It's the second track on the EP. And it was played on BBC Introducing last week, which was amazing. It was on Saturday, actually.
That's how I got in touch with you, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was, and so, more people hear it, the better, I guess.
This is Kewen, live. I never really noticed. The first ever live session in our brand new studio, by the way. Callum, it's all yours, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Too many times faded into the blackened smile up ahead. There is a light that shines and shines, but in the end, this is the only thing I know. I could have sworn this is the only thing at all before I was born. This is the only thing I know. This is the only thing I know. Yeah. having no one by your side. So why do you hide and hide and hide? Some realize this is the only thing I know. I could have sworn this is the only thing at all. For one, this is the only thing I know. This is the only thing. Don't know where to start. People can't see what is happening to me. I ask myself, is this good for my mental health? I just know this is the only thing I know. This is the only thing I know. This is the only thing I know.
Excellent, Callum, brilliant, mate. So where do the influences all come from about writing songs then?
All over the place. We have,
actually, watch us live on Facebook as well.
Yeah, I am live on my page. Basically, Bruce Springsteen was the man that got us into playing guitar.
Have you ever seen him?
I've seen him a few times. Yeah, I've held him up at the front of a concert before, which was an amazing experience. And Bob Dylan and a lot of older music. I love my country music as well, from Johnny Cash to modern stuff like Brad Paisley and stuff. But I'm into all sorts, you know.
If you were to raid your parents' record collection, what would you find?
That's a good question, actually, because I've just we've just cleared out my granddad's record collection, and there must have been about 200 records in there. And some of the stuff
anything
in
exciting?
There's some great country collections. There was some. He was a big Frank Sinatra fan, so there was loads.
So can we expect a bit of Frankie in the set?
I can give it my best shot. I might be able to whip up something. I do this big Elvis medley in my live set, so. I could definitely try.
And you said you're playing tonight in the Surf Cafe. What time are people going to be down the Surf Cafe in Tynemouth?
I think doors are around 6:30, so there's entertainment on from 7.
Are we headline or are we?
I'm playing about halfway through the night. I think about 8 or half 8.
So who else can we expect tonight then?
There's Amy Hopkinson, somebody else I played with a couple of weeks ago at the Arch 16. Julie Grant, another artist playing on Shores. And Emily somewhat. I'm trying to memorise the lineup in my head. But I've only known Amy.
It's one of them venues where if you can't get in, you can't get in, can you?
No, exactly. I know they do a lot of sold out intimate shows there for like local bands and stuff. So hopefully eventually I get a headline Surf Cafe would be nice.
Yeah, I've seen Lisbon there. I've seen Cabbage there.
I've seen Cabbage are good, yeah.
Cabbage amazing.
Yeah.
Favourite band in Manchester apart from Stone Roses. So I mean, apart from the Surf Cafe, where can people go and check it out? And how do people get in touch with you? So
I've got some obviously just Kewen music on Facebook. I think it's just Kewen, to be honest. Kewen. I'm on Spotify and iTunes and SoundCloud, all the music streaming platforms. So
when can we expect new material?
New material, possibly earliest end of the year, but
is it there? Is it ready to go? Is it ready?
It's not. No, it'll still need recording. So I can't say for sure exactly when, but it'll be nice to get something at the end of the year.
You got to come back with the cover version in about 2 songs' time. You're not going to tell us. I mean, I know where it is because we had to chat on the phone this morning. You're going to come back with a classic song in a minute after this. this, the brand new song from 21 Pilots. Special guest today is Callum Kewen. Callum, you like that, don't you?
Yeah, I did like that. I heard that song. It's just come out yesterday, so I heard that for the first time yesterday, and I was quite impressed. I think it's going to go far.
Yeah, apparently they are looking. I was looking at their tour dates today. The tour dates is spread right around the world, and you know what? They're not coming to Britain.
No, I didn't actually see the tour dates. I could have guessed that.
Germany, Poland, Switzerland, Belgium, whatever, New York.
They normally do a couple of legs, don't they? And then
Yeah.
So hopefully,
Apparently, hopefully they will be coming to Britain next year. We're going to do a cover version after this. This, though, another artist that I found last week. This is Felix Shepherd. That's Felix Shepherd. Right, my studio guest is in tonight. He's got a shoot off because he's got a sound check to do and stuff like that at Surf Cafe tonight. How much is to get in tonight?
it's $7.50.
It's good entertainment always at the Surf Cafe.
It is.
Yeah, getting back to that question again, if you would have raided your parents' record collection, what is in your parents' record collection?
A lot of Elvis.
What, Costello?
No, Presley.
Presley.
Love
But,
it.
oh, yeah, by the way, Elvis Costello is had to cancel his tour. He recently played Newcastle, but he's had to cancel his tour because of his ill health or something.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Big Springsteen fan. I'll tell you a little bit about Bruce Springsteen. An ex-Newcastle United footballer, right? I once laid a patio for an ex-Newcastle United footballer,
Right.
and he had Bruce Springsteen's guitar on his wall, signed.
That
Are
would
you
be
into football?
nice, wouldn't it?
Are you into football?
Into football, not really. No, I have. I've been trying to be a little bit more because
Well,
of this whole World Cup deal. But
This guy had to go with his own player. The player was Lee Boyer.
right.
Yeah, he was massively into Springsteen. He had gold discs and everything right around his house, and he had a massive music room with a Springsteen jukebox.
Right.
Everything was Springsteen on his jukebox, and a big silver guitar, signed to Lee by the boss. That's what you're gonna do, aren't you?
Yeah, that's when you know you've made it a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. What you gonna do? Right, you're gonna do a live cover version for us. What are you gonna do for us?
I'm going to do Faith by George Michael. It's a popular one on my
Because we
live
said
sets.
when we originally talked, you said I can do Bruce Springsteen, I can do Bob Dylan, but I said to someone, Callum, you got to do George Michael.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, Callum, it's all yours, mate.
Hey, thank you very much. I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody's got a body like you, and I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play, just play them too. But I need some time off from that emotion. Time to pick my heart back off the floor. Love comes down without devotion.
Absolutely amazing, mate.
Thank you very much.
Lots
Thanks
of
for your help.
words.
Thanks for joining in.
Thanks, you. We might have another one from you. We might have one more from you later on, eh?
if you want, yeah.
Yeah,
I can
do one more after this. Yeah, Jamelia, we're just talking about talent. Just about talent in the northeast of England. Likes of Deep Sleep, yourself, Jamelia. So much good stuff out there, isn't there?
Yeah, you just need to know where to look.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
That's what I'm here for.
I appreciate people that do what you do.
Right, a band. What venue apart from the Surf Cafe, which is a very, very, very good venue in Newcastle. I mean, there's so many good venues in Newcastle. So many venues have shut down recently as well. My favourite venue in Newcastle a few weeks ago actually shut down, which was Head of Steam. John Parrott actually shut down.
I did it right. I didn't know that.
What's the worst ever venue you've ever played?
The worst?
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say. Without,
Come on, then.
I did play. There was a cocktail bar in Blythe I played. I'm not going to name names, but
come on.
It was just. It was partly I didn't bring the right sound system. There wasn't enough room for me to play. The bar was no bigger than this room. I couldn't fit any bigger speakers in anyway if I tried. There was too much distortion. And there were so many people not interested in me. I was supposed to do 2 sets. I only got asked to do 1.
Was it busy?
I felt really crap about it. It was really busy, and then people left because I don't think it was the place you put a singer on. It was a cocktail bar, and it was, like I said, as tiny as this room.
Was it rammed?
It was more square, but it was like so small. I'm literally like not kidding about the size. It was not fit for entertainment. Like
about the size of our old studio. As I said, we're broadcasting from a brand new studio today, and deep in the heart of the city centre of Newcastle. Talking about worst venues in Newcastle, I think the worst ever venue I've been to in Newcastle is the Globe.
Right, I've never been there actually.
Back of the arena.
Right.
Go and check this all out in a couple of weeks' time. They are Glue. They're playing there. It's a holiday. Jet Reds, who doesn't time fly? It's 25 to 4, and let's squeeze as many tracks in as we can between now and 4 o'clock. It is Nova Radio Northeast in our brand new studio, our first ever acoustic set in our brand new studio. Callum, plug your gig tonight. Where are you playing again tonight?
Surf Cafe in Tynemouth.
And you've got a dash because you're gonna do one more song for us. What are you gonna do and why?
I'm gonna do a Johnny Cash song, Ring of Fire. Because it's a lot of even younger folks know, and
it's like a ring of fire in the studio, isn't it? Cause,
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm a fan, so
very hot.
It is.
And B, well, a lot of people like Johnny Cash, and he was a big inspiration for my country music and stuff. Listening to him growing up. So.
Well, good luck with your gig tonight. Get yourself down early at the Surf Cafe in Newcastle. Callum, it's all yours. This is a Ring of Fire live and Never Really Northeast, the live sessions.
Burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, 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 a ring of fire, a ring of fire. Love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire was wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. Burns, burns, burns.
Never Ready Northeast live sessions, Callum. That was amazing, mate. That was amazing. That was amazing. Promise when you get your new EP out, you'll come back.
Oh, definitely. If you have us back, I'll be honoured.
Anytime, mate. Good luck with your gigs tonight and get these new tracks polished and ready to go, and we'll have you back on our show.
Thank you very much.
By the way, what's the strangest name you ever come across of a band?
I don't think Kewen's far off, like, but
What about that for a name of a band?
Divine Violence.
No, the top of the.
I told you I would eat you. All right. Okay.